This is Investor Ideas, and we are talking today with Roger Ralston, the CEO of DirectView Holdings, Inc. DirectView Holdings, together with its subsidiaries, provides video surveillance solutions and teleconferencing products and services to businesses and organizations. DirectView Holdings, Inc. is traded on the OTC under the ticker symbol DIRV. Thanks for joining us today, Roger.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
So, for our listeners that may be unfamiliar, can you give us a brief history of the company leading up to today?
I can. DirectView Holdings is a holding company that's got a focus in the security space. What we provide is security camera systems, access control, perimeter security, and things of the such. Everything from, a couple of camera systems to, it could be thousands of cameras or networked cameras across the country or around the world.
So DirectView Holdings has recorded some record revenue and growth for the first half of 2018. Can you talk a bit about this and sort of where you see the company finishing out 2018?
Absolutely. The first half of 2018 has been phenomenal. We have been with just laser focus and focused on growing and focused on just really tightening things up and going the right direction. We recorded a 70% growth in sales to a record $2.3 million for the first half of 2018. Next we achieved a 73% increase in product sales to a record $1.9 million for the first half of 2018. And our sales of services grew by 57% to a record $400,000. And also the sales and gross profit expanded significantly during the first half of 2018 as well. And we're at, I believe it's about $900,000 in gross profit right now, which is a 64% over last year. DirectView's first half of 2018 performance has really just generated the highest sales and profits of any period in our history.
So one of the saddest and unfortunately far too common headlines we see are incidents of school shootings. Your company recently announced an initiative for school security and surveillance. Can you talk a bit about that and how you see that sort of expanding within the company?
Absolutely. That's one of the saddest things that we hear about. And, being a spark to get people looking at their security system more is unfortunately these terrible things that are happening in the world. And it's not only schools. It's concerts. It could be anything, just anything, in public, and school shootings is just the thing that's really getting the most attention. And we do have some educational institutions that are clients of ours. And that, when we're working with them, that is the most paramount thing, is keeping their students safe, their staff safe, the visitors safe. And, using our security systems is something that definitely helps keep everybody safe. It's also a deterrent from people doing what they shouldn't be doing. So, it's absolutely one of the many, many verticals that we have out there to be working with.
Now, on that subject, in your press release on the school contract, you said, quote, "We are very pleased to have won not only this business, but the trust of institutions," unquote. Talk a bit about the importance of trust in the industry, and how do you see contracts like this stemming into a recurring business?
In the business that we're in security, surveillance, access control, one of the biggest things is trust. And to have the trust of our clients is huge. Really, you could take out a billboard in Times Square, and you're not going to get nearly as much business as you're going to get from just word of mouth, referrals to, other companies that people are doing business with, or ongoing business from the customers that you're in with. Typically, we find that once we're in with a company, a school, whatever it may be, that they'll end up sticking with us as they go on with more projects and more locations, because they like it to keep it uniform with somebody that they trust. So, the hotel businesses that we sell to, hospitality is huge. So, again, just trust is a huge factor. And, we build a relationship with our clients because we're there from the beginning. We help with the design work, with implementation, with ongoing training, and then anything that they need on a go-forward basis.
Can you give us an update on the uplisting for the stock and anything else on your list of goals for the company moving forward?
As far as the uplisting goes, we are absolutely still focused on that. We do plan on having the company uplisted as time goes on here. And we've got a number of items in place to help us reach that goal. First and foremost here, we've been sticking to the fundamentals and growing the business, which I think is evident by our audited financials that we just reported. So the other thing that we have going on is we just relaunched our website that we have through Apex CCTV. As far as the company goes, like you asked me before, DirectView Holdings is set up as the main holding company. And within that company, we have DirectView Security Systems, we have Virtual Surveillance, we have Apex CCTV. Those are our main companies that we have. So what we've just spoken about is primarily centered around DirectView Security Systems and Virtual Surveillance, where we do custom installation projects from soup to nuts. As far as our other company that we have, Apex CCTV, that is an online e-commerce site. And that site has actually done phenomenal in history. And in the past couple of years before we acquired the company, it had a little bit of a downward trend and it needed to be completely reworked. So what we did was we basically took it down, and redesigned it from the bottom up. And we have just relaunched it. So ApexCCTV.com is more of like I said, an online e-tail site, basically just box moving. So we've got, lower margin items on there. And, that website, like I said, it's a phenomenal site. I invite everybody to check it out. ApexCCTV.com. If you don't need, custom installation or if you don't need, anything for a larger business, then that's the place to go. As far as custom design and things for office buildings, hospitals, aviation, whatever the other businesses may be, full turnkey, that would be the other two companies, DirectView Security Systems and Virtual Surveillance. But the ApexCCTV.com is a huge opportunity for the company. I mean, it's probably generated over $10 million in revenue since its inception originally, and we look forward to getting it back up to the prior numbers and beyond. So the company is doing what the company should be doing and working on growing and building. We're also looking at adding a little depth to our senior management. We have some good things planned for that area, as well as continuing on our acquisitions. We're looking for more acquisitions. We're looking at some acquisitions right now. So we're looking to grow both organically and through acquisitions. So really the products and services that we sell, there's nowhere that you can go that they aren't. I mean, if you're getting gas in your car, they have security cameras. If you're going to the supermarket, they have security cameras. If you're dropping your kids off at school, they have security cameras. The doctor's office, security cameras. The airport, security cameras. I mean, there's really not a business location that you go to that doesn't use the products and services that DirectView sells. So as far as us having an opportunity for growth, our growth potential is phenomenal. I mean, we've already got clients from coast to coast. I mean, for us to be, one day potentially a global company is definitely not out of the question. So, I mean, we are excited. We have some real awesome things going on, and we're looking forward to just kicking ass the rest of 2018 and beyond.
Well, thanks again for joining us, and we look forward to any updates in the future.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm sure there's going to be a lot for you.
InvestorIdeas.com reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. All investment involves risk, and this podcast is not meant to be an endorsement to buy or sell securities or products. To hear more podcasts, you can go to InvestorIdeas.com/audio, and a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on iTunes, Google Play Music, iHeart.com, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. For more information about DirectView Holdings, Inc., please visit DirectView.com. For disclosure purposes, this is a paid-for podcast by DirectView Holdings, Inc.